all of a sudden church was not this side activity or side thing that we would do on Sundays, but it was life. I was hungry. I was hungry for discipleship life because I had read the Bible and I had seen how the first disciples lived and how they had this fellowship with God and fellowship with each other, and it was so intimate. And I said, God, I want that. So when I came to Oslo, I met a house church, and apparently church was the answer to those prayers. When I've been here in Oslo and I've been a part of this house church, I've seen church in a whole new way. And I have been with a lot of beautiful, passionate Christians who love Jesus and had fellowship before, but I had never seen church in that kind of way before. I'd never seen a covenant fellowship of people who loved each other and loved God and who were so committed to each other and to like the big things in life and the small things in life. And all of a sudden church was not this side activity or side thing that we would do on Sundays, but it was life, and it was room for the whole life, like both the good days and the bad days. And the past few years has not been easy. It has been a lot of tears and a lot of heartache and emotions, and I started having issues with my body. I had a lot of health issues and started getting pain, and it got pretty bad. So in the end, I wasn't even able to brush my own teeth, and I struggled to sleep. I could barely walk at one point. I'm so grateful that God had placed me in community, in church, and I was not alone in those days. And I had spiritual parents and leaders who would pray for me. They would go down on their knees and cry out to the Lord and pray for me and pray for healing. And they would speak faith into my life. They would show me the words of God and show me the principles that we read about in the Bible. And it just became alive to me. And I have had so many miracles the past few weeks and months. And I've seen my body getting healed. I've experienced church. I've experienced people who actually stay faithful during the bad days. And I've seen that church is so much more than what I thought it was. And the teaching that I received last year and the principles I learned, I realized that it was not DNA principles, but it was principles of the Bible, and they worked. It was real. I've seen it in my own life, and I've seen both the blessings and the fruit.